What's up everyone, NCain here, and I decided to do a little, I shouldn't even say side series, just little side bit episodes here and there, seeing as there is a lot to read in the journal and it takes a while, but I also want to get through it, but I realize even if I do stop to read it, you know, through the playthrough and everything, that it's going to take a while in between parts. I would like to dedicate little side sections like these to reading a majority or all of it as much as I can in between sides before, you know, going back to episodes where, you know, I'm in the playthrough and everything. So I've decided to do that. I'm gonna read quite a bit of this, get as much as I can to it, and then start back on the playthrough. Alright, so Chronicles, Sora's story. Let's see, I think I should probably go into... There we go. Sora was reunited with Riku back in town, but they were separated again because, you know, Donald's an ass. Sora's new friend Tarzan led him to a mysterious keyhole. When Sora sealed it with the Keyblade, he acquired a new gummy block. Eris explained that the Heartless travel to various worlds through the keyholes, so sealing them might prevent more Heartless from invading each world. The new gummy opened a path to another world. Let's see, for Wonderland. After falling through a deep hole, Sora and company arrived in Wonderland and followed a white rabbit all the way to the Queen of Hearts castle. There they witnessed a trial in which the unreasonable queen falsely accused Alice. Angered by this injustice, Sora rushed in and challenged the queen. He and his friends found evidence proving Alice's innocence, but the queen, being the queen as she is in that world, simply accused them next and ordered her guard soldiers to seize them. After fighting them off, Sora noticed that Alice had disappeared from her cage. While looking for her, he and his friends ran into the Trickmaster. They defeated the powerful monster, which on this difficulty is a giant pain in the ass, but Alice's whereabouts remain unknown. Olympus Coliseum. Sora, Donald, and Goofy fought brilliantly to advance to the finals. Their opponent was Cloud, who was hired by Hades to get rid of Sora and company. When Hades unleashed Cerberus during the match, Hercules entered the arena and took him on single-handedly. In the end, Sora and his friends helped Hercules defeat Cerberus. Phil was impressed by their feat and dubbed Sora, Donald, and Goofy Junior Heroes. Fight in other tournaments, continue your journey to become a true hero. You can pause and read that. I'll start from the next 2 pages. Sora finally gained Kerchak's trust and was allowed to go to the nesting grounds. Tarzan led everyone to a cavern with a mysterious keyhole. When Sora sealed it with the Keyblade, he found an unusual gummy block. Although Sora and the others couldn't find their friends, the new gummy block helped them to another world. Sora, Donald, and Goofy said goodbye to Tarzan, and the others continued with their journey. 100 Acre Wood. Wow. 100 Acre Wood. I can totally talk, I promise. After opening a strange book inside Merlin's house, Sora found himself in a picture book. There he met Winnie the Pooh, who told him that all of his friends and his favorite honey tree had vanished. Some pages had been torn, causing their disappearance. Gather the missing pages and reunite Pooh and his friends, leading to one of the most brilliant, to some, you know, it might be annoying and tedious, but for me, it's one of my favorite parts of the Kingdom Hearts series, is getting all the pages back. On to characters now. This is gonna take a while. Riku, Islander, a self-confident youth who has always been competing with Sora. When Destiny Islands vanished, so did he. By the time Riku had appeared, Sora had already found new friends. So, why don't they, you know, bring up the fact that Donald acted like a prick? You know? Anyways, so Riku didn't rejoin him. Riku is willing to go to any length to save his friends. Or, well, save Kairi, even join forces with Maleficent. Hey, that being said, he is nowhere, well, I mean, he's roughly on League, but nowhere near as bad as fucking Terra. Pluto. Mickey's faithful dog. Pluto is more than just a pet. He and Mickey are bound by strong ties of loyalty. Pluto set out with the others to find his master. Will that famous nose of his lead to Mickey? Pluto originally appeared in The Chain Gang, 1930. Chip, one of the kingdom's specialists, helps maintain the gummy ship, which can travel to any destination. Chip is more serious and diligent than his easygoing, playful partner Dale. Dale, one of the king. Just pause and read. I'm taking a pause and read approach to these because they're roughly similar. Merlin, a great sorcerer living in the outskirts of Traverse Town. Merlin's wisdom and magic powers rank second to none, and he teaches Sora and his friends about magic. He has a mysterious bag that can hold anything no matter how large. Fairy Godmother, a powerful but generous and good-hearted fairy who helps Sora and his friends. Slightly absent-minded, but an expert at magic, she gives Sora and the others lessons in magic as well as advice on their journey. Pongo, a brave and intelligent Dalmatian with his mate Perdita. He looks after 99 Dalmatian puppies. Quick-witted, Pongo is an expert at escaping from tight spots. Perdita, a beautiful Dalmatian with her... just pause and read. 99 puppies, Pongo and Perdita's puppies. When they work together, they can be tough to beat. Ever since the world was destroyed by the darkness, they have been trying to get back together again. Brooms, enchanted brooms with life of their own. They tidy up, maintain the gummy ship, do house repairs, wait on others, just about anything useful. Leon, otherwise known as Squall, otherwise known as Emo-Git, a swordsman who wields the gunblade. His real name, Squall Leonhart. He escaped Traverse Town when the Heartless raided his homeworld to part with his old self. To part with his old self, a man who had been helpless to stop them, he changed his name. Since meeting the king, who has been vigilant against the Heartless, Leon has sought the truth behind the key. Yuffie, a female ninja who escaped to Traverse Town when her home world was taken by the Heartless. She stays strong and cheerful in any situation. She works with Squall and Eris to unravel the secret of the key. Eris. She lost her home to the Heartless at a very young age. Beneath her gentle disposition lies a strong will and a firm sense of duty. Many are naturally drawn to her. Eris works with Leon and Yuffie to learn more about the Heartless and the key. Cloud, otherwise known as slightly more boss version of Emo-Git, a fighter hired by Hades to compete in the Colosseum. Despite his association with Hades, his heart remains untouched by the Heartless. Cloud keeps very much to himself, which makes him something of an enigma. What is he seeking? Final Fantasy VII! Arguably my favorite game, which needs to be properly remade and not turned into a fucking mobile game. Arguably my favorite character from Final Fantasy VII, besides Cloud. Owner of an accessory shop in Traverse Town, a highly skilled engineer and a first-rate pilot. When the Heartless invaded his world, he escaped to Traverse Town on a gummy ship he built for himself. He is an expert on gummy ships. I love Sid. Or at least that rendition. I mean, the other ones are okay, but there's just something about FF7 Sid. Meg Ryan, a cheerful and self-confident girl who lived on the Destiny Islands. She considers herself a champ at everything. Nobody knows what happened to her after her island disappeared. To think I actually said that all with a straight face. Just replace everything I said with boy or him if you're that anal retentive. Selfie, a spunky girl who lived on Destiny Island. She is rather impulsive and quite the romanticist. Nobody knows what to be a blah blah blah. Waka boy, pause and read. Show me your stuff! Moogles escaped to Traverse Town when the Heartless invaded their homeworld. They know how to combine various items to form new ones. That is going to be a bitch, admittedly, in this playthrough doing synthesis, because, like I said, I want to get the ultimate weapon this time around. I never got it in my last playthrough. Ansem, a researcher who studied the Heartless and delved into the secrets of the world. He organized his findings into a single volume known as Ansem's Report. When he inexplicably vanished, most of its pages were scattered to the winds. Maleficent, a sorceress of awesome power. She controls the Heartless and is said to have destroyed many worlds. No one knows what her true intentions are, besides, being evil. Oh, this takes a while. Simba, the leader of the Pride. He rules over the other animals in the Pride Lands, his savannah kingdom. Pause and read. Alice, a girl who fell down a rabbit hole into Wonderland. She often daydreams and is naturally curious. Falsely accused of trying to steal the Queen's heart, she was given an unfair trial and falsely convicted. Crazy bitch. Crazy bitch of Wonderland who lives in a castle with decks and decks of card soldiers. Selfish and short-tempered, she beheads anyone who crosses her. She thinks Alice tried to steal her heart. Oh, what can you say? She's a moron. Pause and read. White Rabbit, loyal servant to the Queen of Hearts, he led Sora and his friends to the Queen of Hearts castle. Cheshire Cat, one of the really only interesting characters in the entire Alice in Wonderland series. Books, all that kind of shit. Mysterious grinning cat who talks in riddles and can appear and disappear at will. He loves to mislead and confuse. I mean, hell, I haven't even seen that live action Tim Burton movie, and the clips I saw of that cat were the only interesting thing I've seen about it. And I've seen plenty of clips of the movie. Doorknob. A talking doorknob in the door to Wonderland. To enter you must turn him, and one good turn deserves another, as he would say. Something like that. Hercules, a legendary hero with godlike strength. He is the son of the gods Zeus and Hera, if you follow the Disney way of things, but not a god himself. The people regard Hercules as a true hero. Now, that being said, I mean, I know it's completely against, Greek mythology more or less, but I do have somewhat of a bias when it comes to Disney Hercules. Philoctetes. Phil the Satyr is a veteran trainer of heroes and Herc's mentor. These days he is very busy running the Colosseum and choosing competitors suitable for the games. Hades, one of my favorite characters in the Disney Hercules mythology, I guess you could say. Something along those lines? Universe? We'll go with that. Lord of the Underworld, he's using the Heartless to try and take over the world. To get Hercules and Sora out of his way, he sent Cloud to fight them in the Colosseum. Oddly enough, he is one of the most consistently liked characters for me when it comes to the Kingdom Hearts series. I know, he's an asshole, but he's still a cool asshole. He has a likability to him. Cerberus, guardian of the entrance to the Underworld and Hades' loyal servant. Herc defeated him once, but Hades has brought him back to fight Sora and his friends. Tarzan, a young man raised from infancy by gorillas. His gorilla mother is Kala. Tarzan spoke only the language of the apes until he met Jane. Since then, he's learning to speak English at an astonishing rate. Jane Porter, a naturalist who's in the jungle with Clayton, her guide to study gorillas. She met Tarzan in the jungle and is gradually teaching him about human ways. She's courageous and will face any danger for her research. As long as, Tarzan's willing to, save her. Clayton, crazy bastard. A veteran hunter, Jane's guide on her expedition to the jungle. He thinks of animals only as prey. His lust for power and the darkness in his heart attracted the Heartless, and they used him for their own evil purposes. You weak son of a bitch. Turk. A young female To be honest about something here, it wasn't until many years after watching Tarzan I realized it was a female. I honestly thought it was a guy. Or at least, guy nature and all that kind of stuff. I thought it was a guy gender, shit like that. I didn't know it was a female till many years later. Yeah. Anyways, a young female gorilla and Tarzan's close friend, she is protective of the other young gorillas and acts as their leader. Unlike the other gorillas, her curiosity about humans is greater than her fear of them. Kerchak, stubborn-ass father figure. Boss of the gorilla pack, he was against letting Tarzan join the group, but Kala's resolve won him over. Kerchak worries that Tarzan's contact with the people will bring danger to the gorilla community. And boy, oh boy, was he right in the movie. Kala, the gorilla who found Tarzan in the jungle. She has always helped and defended him even when he was scorned by others. Kala is not happy about Tarzan's contact with people, but she knows it's important to her son. Annoying Pissant. Sabor, a leopard feared by all who live in the jungle, and an enemy of Tarzan and the gorillas. Sabor is a cunning hunter who targets the weak and the helpless. Pinocchio! He was crafted by Geppetto. The blue fairy brought him to life to answer Geppetto's prayers for a son. He must learn courage, kindness, and honesty to prove he is worthy to be a real boy. It's my job to keep him out of trouble. Good luck with that. Jiminy Cricket. That's me, the cricket who keeps Pinocchio to the straight and narrow. I am along the quest as the royal chronicler. Q told Winnie the Pooh, a little bear living in the 100-acre wood. His favorite food is honey. Being a bear of very little brain, he's a bit absent-minded. Sometimes he even forget what he was trying to remember. Yeah, but he's still cute and cuddly, so we forgive him. Owl, the wisest resident in 100-acre wood. Whenever anyone has a question he can't answer, he asks Owl. Though Owl isn't always right. Owl likes to talk, but sometimes he puts his listeners to sleep. Much like me. Ah! I'll read the ones that interest me. Think for just the regular ones you can pause and read. Bastards. I hate you, please die. Fuck you. Sorry about that. These I don't really care about all that much. I mean, they're slightly annoying, but they only do is really heal themselves and other Heartless. Which can be a problem, admittedly. I hate these bitches. I definitely hate these fuckers. Winged Heartless, they fly over their enemies and dive to strike them. Their high endurance and quickness make them tough to beat. They're more cheap than anything. Dark Side, an enormous Heartless that appeared in Destiny Islands with Shadows. It led the Shadows in the battle against Sora when he first received the Keyblade. Although Sora defeated it, the island was swallowed by the darkness. Guard Armor, leader of the Heartless in Traverse Town. It falls apart when it receives damage, but each part attacks individually. Sora meets Donald and Goofy for the first time just before fighting the Heartless. Opposite Armor, Heartless that guards the keyhole in Traverse Town. It is a modified form of Guard Armor, but more powerful. I was admittedly a little worried during that fight. And Trickmaster, I remember the first time I played him during that live stream, I honestly thought it was fucked. I think I got a bit lucky with the table protecting me. Or was it the chair? I can't really remember. I'd have to go back and watch that live stream. Heartless that Sora and company encounter while they search for Alice. Its herky-jerky attacks and juggling act frustrated Sora and the others. Unless I'm thinking of the wrong enemy, I'm pretty sure in the manga he just defeats it in like one strike. Though that might have been Guard Armor, I can't exactly remember. Stealth Sneak, Heartless that attuned to the darkness in Clayton's heart. It somehow manipulated the light to turn invisible and fought alongside Clayton. I kinda screwed that fight up yet again. Alright. I do believe that's it. I honestly think I'm gonna save the 101 Dalmatians and Trinity list shit for the playthrough, so that way, you know, I'm not confused later. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my reading. I imagine I will be doing more of that since, you know, there's more information that's going to be set. I enjoyed reading, even though that's probably going to put a damper on my voice for when I do playthrough stuff here relatively soon. So yeah, hope you enjoyed, and peace out for now.